Shalom, CFOIC Heartland friends. I am Maya Berretta in Karnei Shomron, Israel. Welcome to another episode of my series, Meet a Pioneer, where I interview modern-day pioneers settling Judea and Samaria, the Biblical Heartland. Join me. Hi, everyone. I am Maya Berretta. I'm here with Lisa Sharp. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Lisa, where are you located?
I live in Bet Yatir, which is in the southernmost part of the Hebron Hill mountain range.
Where did you grow up?
My husband and I both grew up in the United States. My husband was born in New York City in 1953, and I was born in Cleveland, Ohio in 1955.
When did you move to Israel?
We moved to Israel in 1978, 2 years after we got married.
When did you decide to move to Israel?
We decided in high school. We were active in the Bnei Akiva youth movement separately because we only met after high school. And we became very active Zionists. And shortly after the Yom Kippur War in 1973, we met each other and married and joined a group of Bnei Akiva friends to move to Israel. We arrived here in 1978.
Amazing. It was very different than it is right now in 1978.
Israel was very different, very different.
Okay, where did you live?
When we initially arrived, we came to a kibbutz in the north over the Beit Shan Valley on the Mount Gilboa area. We stayed there for 10 years.
What made you decide to move? What was the impetus for moving to the Hebron Hills?
First of all, we had very good friends that left the kibbutz and found Yatir. It was a period when Judea and Samaria needed to be developed, and the idea of becoming more pioneering and making the desert bloom was very attractive to us.
What is the biblical connection to the Yatir area?
Well, Yatir was first mentioned in the book of Joshua. In chapter 15, verse 48, it said that Yatir was in the mountains of Judah, given by Joshua to the priests as a place of refuge. Later on, it was mentioned in the book of Samuel, chapter 30, verse 27, that King David shared his war booty from his battle with the Amalekites to the elders of Yatir. King David also lived in this general area the whole period that Saul was chasing and trying to kill him to prevent him from becoming king. It was mentioned that he was hiding in Carmel and Maon, which is our neighboring communities. So we're very happy to be part of the King David's Judean society.
What did Yatir look like when you arrived?
1988, we arrived in Yatir. In 1987, we first visited. We were really amazed by the authenticity and idealism of the 25 families that were here. And they really wanted to make a new reality come true. There was collective farming similar to on kibbutz, but there was a tremendous emphasis on Torah study and a strong community fabric. The people here were believed in how can we make this work, not how I can get ahead, which was happening in the world back then. We were the first community after Hebron and Kiryat Arba was established in the early 70s. It was for over 1,000 years, there was no Jewish presence in the area, and this was meant to connect Judea to Beersheba. Beersheba is 44 kilometers away, and there was only a narrow, dangerous road going through the Yatir forest, which had been built by the Jewish National Fund, and then through the Bedouin village of Hura. There was no connection to Arad, which was only 20 kilometers away. Jerusalem had no direct connection, but the original Roman routes with a little bit of pavement between the Arab villages of Samoa, Hebron, and Bethlehem did exist. The site was chosen because the Jordanian army had built an army post here and used it to attack Arad and the IDF before 1967. It was also, of course, chosen because Yatir is a biblical city. From the top of the mountain on Yatir, which is only 1 mile north of the 1967 Green Line, on a clear day, you see Ashkelon to the west, the Dead Sea to the east, Arad and Beersheba to the south. It was just a beautiful, beautiful place with beautiful, beautiful people, and we wanted to be part of it.
What is life like today?
Wow. There's tremendous satisfaction, the accomplishment, the trees, the gardens, the flowers. That's what always amazes me the most as we watch the trees grow from year to year. We now have 145 families and 10 on the waiting list that want to come as soon as there's housing available. The buses come 6 to 8 times a day. We have buses to Beersheba, buses to Arad, buses to Kiryat Arba that continue to Jerusalem. We have a library, a medical clinic. We have new roads. We have 4 groups of infant care, 4 kindergartens for children aged 3 to 6. Our local school in Susia has well over 600 students from 1st to 6th grade, and we're now able to open high schools locally. Many of our generation's children have settled here, and new young people are coming in from all over the country because housing is more affordable, and we have a very unique, cohesive community, which attracts people that want a strong community base.
What are some of the challenges you have today?
How do we fulfill the needs of our older generation? The founders are now 60 to 75 years old, and we have needs that we didn't have when we were in our 20s and 30s. And to learn what the needs are for the older generation and to find a way to supply closer medical care. The extra challenge is, how do we protect ourselves from all of the illegal Arab building going on in Area C? They're building tremendously with no one stopping them. And we have always done things only legally. And how do we get government approval to expand the boundaries of Yatir so we can counteract somewhat the illegal Arab building and also stop the illegal Arab building, which is very frightening?
Tell me, how did you get to know CFOIC Heartland?
I believe that they first contacted our regional council and came to visit the communities of the South Hebron Hills. And since I was one of the few English speakers here, I was asked to welcome them when they got to Yatir. And I was extremely surprised when I discovered that Sandra was the person that came. Sandra and I grew up together in Cleveland. Her mom was my English teacher. And we had lost contact after we got married.
Beautiful. How did life change, if at all, in Bet Yatir since CFOIC got involved there?
Wow, our quality of our life has improved tremendously. You have given us things like an after-school center for kids with working moms that wouldn't get home in time, renovated our adult community center, gave us AC units that gave us heat and cooled us off in the summer. Daycare, as the amount of children grew, we just didn't have enough space. So first you gave us a kitchen and renovated the old building, and then you helped us with the new building and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You gave us playground equipment. You gave us a youth center, helped us to renovate the youth center, and helped us to renovate our library. Things that on our budget we could have never afforded.
What message do you have for our Christian friends around the world?
We thank the Christian community from the bottom of our hearts for all the donations and the quality of life that you have allowed us to have. We couldn't have done it without you, and hope you can continue supporting us.
Okay, thank you, Lisa, very much. Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad we could.
I hope you enjoyed that film. And we have lots more film content and emails and articles that I'm sure you will enjoy as well. Check out our website at CFOIC.com and subscribe to our newsletter. You can do that right from the homepage. I know you will really enjoy the content that will land in your inbox on a regular basis. Hope to see you soon.